Okay, so it's going to be me solo for this last one. I'll do the best I can to give you the best commentary I can. I don't think this dummy rack that's been staying around for past 15, 20 minutes is actually Chris's opening rack. We'll see what he ends up drawing. Looks like we have Chris on the right and Stu on the left. It's always a little bit difficult for me to keep track of all of that when it's just the reverse of what Quackle is, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it. So I think Exogen is going to be coming down here. Just the only X play that I see that puts the X on the double letter score. Oh, it looks like we have a slight change. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's a surprising play. I would have much preferred Exogen. Though I might have spelled it wrong. I think I would have gotten there though. For some reason I saw EXIGEN, which is not a word. Oh, it looks like we have Chris Lipe back. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can.
All right, let's hope this works. My regular internet has been terrible the last few days, so now I'm tethered to my phone, and hopefully this will work.
All right, so first play of the game was Exo. I think Exogen was a better play.
Yeah. If you have Exogen, you probably should play it.
Yeah, he had GIEN left on his rack. It seems like a mistake. We'll see if he'll get outwitted here. Now he's gonna play Iwi. It's really a clunky leave. What do you think about that?
Let's see. Where does outwit go?
Quackle says that it's not great, but there's not really anything else.
Yeah.
And speaking of not great,
I mean, yeah, like outwit would only go either through the O and XO or across on row 7 or 9, right? Or no, it would go.
There weren't any good places for it.
Iwi seems fine since it's way more defensive. Playing outwit and opening up all those floaters in the K and L column to the double word and opening up access to 08 and all that stuff. It's Iwi seems fine, even though the leave is clunkier. Just it's so much more defensive.
Okay, so we see Genie coming down. Not really all that exciting. It does, and this play looks fine. Leaves pretty strong. Scores something. And Chris had a pretty medium pickup. He drew PEG to his TOUT leave. What do you like playing here?
Get out.
Get out. You want me to get out of the chat? I think get out is pretty reasonable. I think Putto is also reasonable. I'd rather just get rid of that G though. Get up is a word on that rack, but it doesn't really play anywhere. Put comes down, which seems bizarre to me. I'd rather just play pout.
Yeah, I think Putto would be also probably better, but I think Get Out keeping the P would be better than Putto.
I think it's a little bit better too.
If I sound weird or disappear, it's because I'm not hearing well with my bad internet.
I can still hear you, at least for now. So
All right.
I think I like this play of Allay that Stu has lined up here.
Yeah, that's solid. Allay.
Parallel to putt. It's been a long day of Scrabble. It's already past 10 o'clock in the UK, and they've been playing all day.
Still playing, man.
I like that a lot better. I like that a lot better 2 spots down.
Yeah, it should go in the other position. It's gonna certainly be much more defensive, and in a position like this, especially if your leave is middling, it's not stellar. You don't have a mouse. There are so few things to be done that you don't want to create new ones. There's.
He's gonna get out of this one pretty unscathed, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty median case scenario.
Yeah, I don't think you could have really asked for too much more. So his rack is out-asked, except he needs an S, unfortunately.
Out-ached. Wow, what do you do with this? Q, maybe?
Oh, wait, Q? What? Oh, KUE.
Above Exxon, KUE. You could do.
That's interesting. DO. He has DOK.
Kagu?
That's reasonable.
I guess Kagu is kind of cheeky.
You could also just play KUE and age.
Doek and Kiwi. That also works.
I'm not really a fan of leaving that U. You really want to get rid of that.
I don't like keeping the U and keeping the vowel heavy leave is the problem. Plays it. If you keep 3-2 vowels to consonants, that's not ideal, but it's super workable. 3-1 is going to be a lot worse.
Obit instantly comes down. Seems like a pretty clear play. That or Obi. But yeah, the problem with Doek is I think you'd just rather keep that D and you'd rather just get rid of that U. So I would just much rather just play something like KUE there if you're going to go that route. It's not worth the few points more that Doek is to clunk up your rack like that.
Yeah, your leave is almost 7 points worse playing Doek versus playing Q. It's really significantly worse.
I just get a question from Oh, there was a 40-point play that was missed. Obied, O-B-I-E-D. Would you have played Obied there or over Obit?
In the same spot?
Yeah.
Obied?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Zetas is coming down. That looks like
Zetas and Dox. That's
yeah, looks like a slight error compared to Seiza, S-E-I-G-A, making X-I and O.
Ooh, that's Seiza is really nice.
Yeah, Quackle told me that. Don't worry, I'm not that good.
It's I mean that's something that anybody should see if they spend a few minutes looking at the position. I mean, it can be easy if you're trying to play quickly and you get blinded by the Dox hook and you see Zetas, you're going to want to play it pretty, and not think too hard about it.
Yeah, it's easy to just see. It's easy to see 48 points, 48 points, and just say, okay, that's got to be the play. It's as the old adage goes, when you see a good play, look for a better one.
Sometimes you kind of get it on autopilot, especially if there's a play that looks like it's obvious. But then there's something like Seiza, which scores a bit more and is much more defensive.
And it also leaves that T.
It's becomes
yeah. I think he's thinking of playing Iliad. Oh no, he's just gonna play Daily. I prefer Zadie to this quite a bit, as does Quackle. Maybe just missed that.
Yeah.
It is the end of the day.
Lots of fatigue coming into play, it looks like, on both sides here.
I would be pretty tired too if I was playing this long.
Yeah, but Zadie seems pretty clear.
Yes. So, what do you think about odd here? AHED parallel to Zetas.
That's a nice play. AHED, yeah.
I think he's also looking at fluid, which might be more palatable in terms of leave. And that's what he's going to go for. It makes sense.
Man.
And Quackle has him pretty close.
Oh, and Zaida is there too. You're giving up so many points and giving up control of the board in a lot of ways. And
after fluid?
Yeah, because fluid, now the left-hand side is still a free-for-all, and you've opened up a hook for an S that you don't have on the right-hand side. Like, it's just so bad. It's just so bad from a board control standpoint. Plus, you've given up 11 points for a worse board position. Yeah, the leave is better, but neither leave is going to be that great. And certainly not 11 points different.
Yep. And we see that Chris has entices to punish him for that.
Yep.
Did he have? I guess he did have entices.
Yeah, I mean,
that played anywhere, or that played at TE anyway.
Yeah, entices would have played it, but it would also opened up a 9-timer, on the E column.
Well, you could have also just played with TE if you wanted to, if you didn't want to open that.
Oh yeah, I also played down N column, over there already. So.
Hear something from chat. Was that Zook site?
Fluid is just a weird play that gets a.
Oh wow, yeah. When Zetas would play, Zook site was a possibility. ZEUXITE.
Oh wow. That's cool.
That's really cool.
have no idea why you would play Entices there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure
Does it
myself. Gives
score
another lane.
more?
We'll see if Stu finds Anthrol.
I mean, is there a reason that you want to open up all three of the triple word scores at once?
The best reason I could think of is you'd rather open up 3 of them than just 1 of them. I'm not sure I agree with it, but it's a reason.
Yeah, it is a reason.
Well, it looks like it might pay off for him. If Stu plays Anthrol, he'll just have Jute coming back for 60 or for 57. Of course, with a rack like that, pretty much anything you do will be...
Antheral. Anthrol gives back Pulse Jet for a lot of points.
Wow, yes. Not quite a triple, but
yeah, but still, it's
a great find.
Hopefully that sequence happens, because
I might even just play Jute there. It's just so many points also, and you're leaving a blank.
Right. Yeah, keeping EST blank. It actually.
I think it's pretty close. I might just play Pulse Jet, but it's a lot closer than it just looks at first glance.
92 versus
57 and an amazing leave. I think I might just go with Jute.
T blank. Oh wow.
Isn't that close?
Me too. It's going to be really close. You're picking up like 35 points for the blank.
Plus just the other good tiles with it in S2. Well, sadly, we're not going to have the sequence happen. Sequence requires Anthrol to be found.
Yeah, Jute is probably the better play. Even after Anthrol.
Jute comes down instantly. Oh, there is a bingo, but Jesuit. I was looking for something like that, but didn't get there. Jute is just better, though. It's just such a strong leave.
Yeah.
You're almost guaranteed a bingo next turn, and you're scoring base 57. You're probably going to score like around 80 next turn. And that rack should do it for him.
Yeah, I mean, you could draw a couple of ancient runes, and you'd still find a bingo after EST blank. Pick up a thorn and maybe an And then poor Stu, he has the post bingo crap rack without having played the bingo.
Oh, called the bingo tax in Canada.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of post bingo bingos.
yeah, tax-free weekend.
GG from Paul. I don't think the game is quite over after this play. You have rent years. Terrines.
Like all kinds of stuff plays down E column, but you probably don't want to play there if you don't have to. So yeah, you'd want to play probably through the E.
I don't see anywhere else to play though. Do you see anything better?
I don't. Is there anything into the E of jute?
I looked briefly, but I don't think so with all those consonants.
No.
Yeah, there are too many consonants to hit there, I think.
Yeah, yeah, nothing goes over there. Lots of stuff through the E and zetas. Nothing with the Z, and yeah, I could play.
Just a smattering of different bingos.
Yeah.
It's gonna go for the lowest scoring one.
Rentiers, yeah, something that hit the double would have perhaps been preferable.
Yeah, you're not. This doesn't really have too many great defensive. I mean, it's nice that it blocks off the lower quadrant a little bit, but that could get opened up.
Terrines or something.
Yeah, I would just want the points here if I was Chris. You're not. Mm-hmm. You're only about 70 ahead, anyways.
And yeah, and it opens up a potential hotspot at B6. Something.
Yeah, that could also be a concern if Stu plays a 50-point play there, then suddenly it's anyone's game.
You know, it's not going to be super likely, but Terrines would have made it 0 likely.
Exactly. Oh man, are we going to see an open N for opaquing? No, not today.
Nope.
He's probably just going to play Quip or Quap.
Is there a whiz-bang Q play somewhere? I don't.
What do you mean by whiz-bang? I haven't heard that term.
Something that'll hit the triple and overlap, or something really clever that'll score like 50.
I don't think so. I think you might just want to sell for Quap here. Definitely Quap over Quip to not give the E hook back.
Or Quag. I can see Quag is also.
Yeah, Quag is also super reasonable. I might just want to just play off that O though. There's no reason to keep the Q on this rack, is there?
No, there isn't going to be really much potential for the Q going forward.
Yeah, I mean, if there's... that's not where I would have played Quag.
Yeah, especially if you're holding the O, you're holding the O for OB, so you can hit A column next turn, perhaps. But I guess that works. It's going to score a bit more than putting it in the other spot, but that's fine. So that seems to work.
Oh yeah, I guess that is a little bit more. For some reason, I thought the other one was more. So what do you think about? What's your goal here, anyways? If you're Stu right now, you're pretty far behind, and you need to make something happen. What do you think your shot is?
And the board is really disgusting. And so you're going to want to make a play that develops something. There's that O column into the E. Yeah, that's a weird obscureness to it, so it's going to be hard to hit. That's where I was looking. The other thing about playing a good reason to have played Quag in that spot is that it does actually kill the A column. Like you can't. There's going to be no 4-tile overlap bingos there. You know, the Y in daily is pretty much like an LY bingo won't fit. So, I mean, the board is just really awful. If you, so Cineol and Tell, that seems reasonable.
Seems reasonable. I think that's
Like,
what he's looking at right now. Income's just not
yep,
going
as
to do
he,
it.
right, because you want to put a C up in the corner so you have a chance to bingo into it. Income
Yeah.
isn't going to answer the mail because you're not going to play a bingo ending in I, most likely.
Exactly.
There is still a bunny out, so you know, I guess the pool seems to be it's not stellar, but it's decent. There's stuff. There's tiles in the bag. So yeah, Queckle says Enolic, which is probably going to be a bit better. You have the E to bingo into. Cineol is a bit harder to block, and not really. You have to play into the C to block it versus Enolic. You just make a 2-tile play at N1. Yeah, playing Come there is
that's
similar.
actually really reasonable.
Yeah, similar concept. That should get blocked with a play at C1 or something. No, that's not an O. That's a Q. Never mind.
I actually kind of like that play.
Yeah, it's
not the easiest to block, and if you're doing that, you're not going to score anything. It's not a big concern. But it is still a real concern that you could get outrun here.
I mean, as it stands, maybe Tip next to Quag would have been a really reasonable block.
Biv comes down instantly, which I don't feel like that play accomplished anything.
No, you have to address the 1A spot that just got opened.
Especially when your opponent draws into Canalize.
There's one spot to play there's one easy spot to play a bingo on the board that your opponent just opened, and you're ahead by a bingo. You kind of want to shut it down. So yeah, Spiv is not. Does not answer the mail.
We'll hope Canalize comes down.
Yeah, it'd be a shame if you play Come and then set up the lane, draw into the bingo, and then don't actually pull the trigger.
At this point, if you even see it, you kind of have to. You're pretty far behind.
And especially since Chris has his own bingo from the C lined up.
Yes. Canalize doesn't come down here, the game is just over. And it's still going to be tough for him. Do you see any other bingos for that rack? It's such a good rack. Yeah, chat really wants Canalize to come down to punish this Spiv play.
Yeah. And Canalize would put Stu ahead by 3? Head by 1?
No, it would put him ahead by
10?
11.
11?
I don't think he's going to play it, though. He probably would have seen it. I think he's looking to fish that A off.
Don't fish the A off.
Yeah, it's not a good play.
It's not going to end well.
It's worse than playing Canalize. I mean, it probably will end with him bingoing. If you play Pa. He's moving to play something. Hopefully it's Canalize.
An A and an N are off his rack in his hand.
Oh!
No! Oh,
that is so unfortunate.
That's disappointing. That's really disappointing.
Had the opportunity of a lifetime.
This Could have been a contender.
Now we're just gonna see another blowout.
Yeah.
And Coronet, of course, comes down. Other one that I saw was Creodon.
So it's been nice hanging out with everybody. Stay safe tonight. Oh well. It was almost a really interesting end game.
That would have been fun to end the day. Instead, we just get another game that's not close. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, can't canalize, and then like the blank bingo isn't going anywhere.
You have to
And
stop your opponent from playing out with 5 in the bag. Probably can. You probably still win. You probably still win if you're Chris here, but still. It would have been fun to at least try to have to figure that out. It would have been very, very dead board.
yeah, Chris doesn't bingo after canalize goes down. So yeah, he has basically a tempo lead in blank in hand, so he's probably in pretty good shape. But he doesn't have any of the scoring tiles. Stu draws FWH, all the stuff to score with on a terrible board. So can Chris's out in 2 outrun, what's going to be Hugh and Ide and and awe for like 30 coming back.
I think it
Yeah,
can.
Chris probably still wins by a couple points, but it becomes a much more interesting end game. Obviously. Oh well.
Hear from the chat that Stu's handwriting is jogging the table, making it all shake. If you're Stu, you can't be happy right now.
Yeah, he's going to be a lot less happy when he realizes that he actually pulled the bingo after come.
Yep. Maybe nobody tell him. Oh, it's always fun when someone just like complains, like is screaming their head off, and then misses their winning play.
Yeah, I mean, it's, at least in the 2 games tonight, the players who lost in a blowout made some pretty serious mistakes at critical junctures that led to the result that they got. That's not to say their opponents didn't make mistakes. I mean, there's always going to be some mistakes made.
As Jerry was saying earlier today, Scrabble is just a game of mistakes.
Yep, and it's often whoever makes the last mistake or makes the worst mistake ends up the
first
losing.
mistake sometimes.
Or the first mistake, and sometimes it's just whoever happens to get punished for it the worst. Yeah.
I'm always very proud of myself if I play a game where I feel like I made about 2 mistakes or 3 mistakes over the course of the game. Unless they were like massive mistakes, like 2 small to medium-sized mistakes. That's a great game by my books.
Absolutely.
So
you want to get through the whole game without making any major mistakes. But yeah, small to medium ones, they happen a lot.
Yep. So I don't know if you see it, but there's a cute LAS play through Oral and Begad. That might have been a factor in the end game if it came to that.
Yeah.
As it stands now, I figure he'll just play out with. I figure Chris is just going to play out with Hearn and 10. No reason to think around. Otherwise, your opponent's going to play Laws, Oral, and Begad.
Mm-hmm. Or Sale and Spivs goes out. Like, there's lots of options.
get a shot of Chris on camera. At least I think that's Chris. It might be Stu.
No, that was Stu. That
All
was
right.
Stu. I played Chris in Nottingham. Got bagged mercilessly on the broadcast game, so that was unfortunate. But he's a decent player and good guy.
Eh.
Eh.
Yeah, it's gonna be better here to just play out. Now he's got Sal and Spivs.
Definitely a lot better to play out.
Probably about 10 points.
10 points plus you get to go and have a pint that much sooner.
It's only a few more seconds, I would hope.
Come on, boys. Beers ain't gonna drink themselves.
Come sail away. If you want me to sing on camera, it's probably going to be a Styx song.
Somewhere over the sea, somewhere, take it from me.
Okay, so that's going to do it. And we're going to have another... This was probably the closest game I annotated all day.
It was one bingo away from being competitive.
Oh, that would have been so cool. That would have been really fun to talk about, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We just got relegated to talking about beer.
All right, so I guess that's the last one for the day, right?
Yeah. Chris is going to be probably going to enjoy that pint more than Stu.
Yep.